Hi, and welcome to the stream that will open 3D AI Models Hackathon. I'm here myself, Alessia, that will be your MC for today, but also your Twitch advocate. And if you would have any questions regarding the hackathon technology or usage of our platform, please feel free to write it down on the Twitch comments, and I will be more than happy to talk to you during the stream regarding these questions. Let me then get back to agenda of today's stream, so we'll know what we can expect over 3 days of the hackathon. So now we are starting with kick-off stream when we are basically starting the hackathon, and during the stream we'll give you all the necessary information you need to know to start and successfully make this event. After that, we will have new native introduction, where we'll have the representative from our management team. We'll have Alek Jankowski today, who will say to us more about mission of new native and lablab itself, and also will be ready to answer your questions if you will have some. Then I will move to technology and challenge, describing you what you should expect over this hackathon and introduce for you, of course, for technologies you will be working on over this 3D AI Models Hackathon. And then the hackathon guide for those who are new to the platform, showing you whole process of joining the hackathon, creating a team, and communicating with mentors over the hackathon in the following slides. And of course, right after the stream, we will be starting team formation phase. So right after the kickoff, you can go to our platform and Discord and start looking for team members, creating your own teams, and just inviting people to join you and start building. And in Monday, we will have submission deadline. To know what the submission deadline will be for you, because in the presentation you see adapted to CET time zone. But on the website, if you are checking the event page, you see the deadline specifically for you, and also on your team page, you will see how much time is still left till the deadline. So please make sure to check the page, the event page, and you will know what's the deadline for you. Let's move on. And now it's a time for me to invite Alek. Alek is a director of operations at New Native, and he will be speaking today about the New Native itself, our mission, and lablab as a product. Alek, welcome to the stage. Happy to have you today.
Everyone, it's great to be here. As you can see, I have not aged a day since my profile picture, which just goes to show that, I have the best haircut because it's always valid. So without further ado, allow me to move on to the mission of lablab and why we are making it all together. So just to bring you some perspective, lablab is the way that we want to help people understand how to use artificial intelligence. And we are at the forefront of today's world where many companies strive to understand and bring closer to people artificial intelligence, but we are actively trying to spread it and actively, keeping everybody involved and breaking down the barriers and the silos between every community and country that has access to these technologies, because we bring events that all of you can sign up to and find out how to use these technologies. So lablab is the way we communicate and we advocate on the use and spread knowledge and information about future and best artificial intelligence technologies. As for New Native, it is the overarching company that is running lablab, and our goal as a whole is to help humanity advance through the use of artificial intelligence. And we do this through a number of initiatives. Of course, today we are all gathered here for this wonderful event and to learn as much as we can and to show our prowess and show our creativity through these projects that we're going to create and work on during the duration of the event during this weekend. So I don't want to take away from the shine of anybody's project, because I'll be among the people who will be judging your submissions. And I always take extreme pride, and I show it off to my entire family. I show it off to everybody who's around me at the moment when I see a great project, when I see something very cool, when I see a demo that actually presents something I haven't seen before or actually gives it a nice or cool twist. And I'm not going to spoil any ideas, and I'm not going to suggest anything, although I try sometimes to give creative supplements to everybody. But from my point of view, strive to create something that is enabled by this technology. So something that existed before, but can be made better using AI. This is like the foundation of how revolutions start, because we switch from wind powered to steam powered to diesel and gas powered engines. And I perceive AI to be the same thing, the jump between programming, between coding, between manual work, and into something that is being generated, into us creating prompts and creating instructions rather than doing the material work. And with this hackathon, we are all given the opportunity to explore the possibility of using generation in a different light. So think about things that can be generated to kind of bridge that first initial step of working hard on something, and hopefully you'll create something that can bring humanity forward and give us all a nice big boost. Thank you so much for listening to me. Again, as always, I hope everybody enjoys it. Our crew that is with you are super professional. They're wonderful people. They'll be with you during the weekend. And I really, really hope that both you as the participants and our crew have a great time and learn something really cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Alec, for entry tips already for teams. Now you already have some inspiration on and ideas of the projects you can build. Thanks for that. And let me move on with that to the challenge itself. So challenge for this hackathon will be to build your ready-to-use project utilizing 3D models that I will be listing in the further slides. And basically you have for this 3 days. And over the 3 days, you should present for us your ready MVP of the product. So it should be something that we can already try as the users. So in the end of the hackathon, you will basically submit the video of your pitch, your presentation, and link for ready-to-use demo of the product. And for this, when it comes to demo, we have few platforms we can recommend where you can host your demo. So that's a Streamlit and Replit. They allows you to build the demo on top of them and also run it so people can try it as end users. Of course, you can use any other platforms you prefer and also present your app in any way you think is better for you, for your project, and better for showcasing that. But please make sure to give us some user experience and not just presenting the demo video. When it comes to the technology, first of all, for this technology, you can use all the tech that are existing on our lablab.ai/tech page. But the majority of the tech that you should use for your project is basically 3D models that I will just introduce for you in a few seconds. Here is a link for the tech page where you can find the technologies with the boilerplates and also the guides, how you can install and start using technology immediately, and also useful links. So a huge recommendation before I start building and before defining your architecture of the product, please go to the tech page and see which technologies are available for you to build your product. And now let's get to the hackathon technologies. So now I will be presenting for you 4 tech that are available for this hackathon to build with. You may pick one of them, you can test a few. It's absolutely up to you, but make sure to utilize at least one of the technologies so we can count this hackathon submission as complete. So we have Point E and Father Shap E model from OpenAI. This is a great 3D point models that basically allow you to create a 3D model from text input. So if you want to test and create some app where you will be using only the text input or text as a base of creating the 3D model, that's the perfect models to choose. Then we have GET3D by NVIDIA that were released pretty recently, and now you have already opportunity to build with this. So NVIDIA presents you the models that allows you to create a shapes, 3D figures using 2D input, so image input. Works to test it out. That's really cool model and works pretty well. When it comes to Stable DreamFusion that you already might find on our page, it's a models that utilize Stable Diffusion as a base to create 3D images based on 2D input. So that's also to test out, and also they have a lot of different implementation that are ready to use and that might be quite useful for your product. And of course, tutorials. We have a bunch of educational materials on various of technologies, on 3D models, 2D models, and large language models, and of course, many, many more. So feel free to check out our lablab.ai page where we have all the tutorials. You can filter them by technology and by the models that we're using inside. So that will be quite useful for you to get started if you have maybe no ideas for the beginning, or if you need some push to get started, that's the right way to go. And now that's the time for me to move to the basically platform guide. If you are first time on lablab.ai, it's worth for you to check this guide so you will know how to basically successfully complete your hackathon. So when it comes to whole hackathon journey, it's starting like right now. So from this moment, you have the starting point of your hackathon. After this, we will start the process of creation or joining the team, well, team formation. So during this time, you will go to our Discord platform to find your teammates or create a team and start looking for people. You can work both solo and with team, so it's absolutely up to you to decide do you want to have a team or not. But in any way, you should form your team in our lablab platform, just because it will allow you to access to mentors, materials, and also make a submission. After that, you will meet your team on Discord or in any communication channel you prefer and start discussing, start defining the idea, start brainstorming. And then in the end of the brainstorming session, you have to come up with 2-3 concepts that will allow you already to have some discussion with mentors on which project will be the best for this hackathon, which will be the easiest to make in this 3 days of the hackathon. So you will have a mentorship session where you can decide the one idea you will be working on and got this okay go from mentors on this idea. Then you will be working on building your prototype and submitting your solution in 3 days on our platform. And after that, we'll start the evaluation process. Let me move on to each stage one by one in details. When it comes to just joining the platform or you just enroll to the hackathon, we strongly recommend you first to go to your profile section and fill out all the information. That's extremely important part that usually people underestimate. Just because when I'm creating my own team, I have a list of members I can invite to. And in case you are not filling out the profile, I'm seeing only your username and probably profile picture. Sometimes it is AI generated one. So I cannot really know your background, your experience, your time zone, and knowing will you be good fit for my team or not. So knowing that, knowing your expertise, having links for your LinkedIn or GitHub in case you're a developer, would be really helpful for me to understand, are you the right person for my team? So please make sure to take your time, few minutes of your time, and fill out your profile. Make sure to put your bio, put your relevant experience, and also links professional networks like GitHub if you're a developer, LinkedIn if you're a business or marketing person, and if you have your personal website, also feel free to pin it there so people can connect with you and know about your background. After that, you have your own event dashboard where you have an option to create a team or join. If you're deciding to create a team, you have a button on create a team, and then you have to fill out information about your team and decide, do you want to work solo or have a mentors? If you want to work with, mentors, team members. If you want to work with team members, you will have a button on I'm looking for members, and then people can actually join your team if they are interested in your idea. Moving on, we have also the option to basically work with existing team. For that, in a dashboard, you have a list of all the teams, and there you will find the teams that are looking for members. They have this red mark that just listed on the screen. And if they have this mark, you can join the team, check their idea, and click the button Join Team. After that, you already officially inside of the team, you can jump on the communication channel and start discussing your ideas. Once your team have more than 2 members, you have active the button called Create Discord Team Channel. With that, you can basically automatically have your Discord channel where you can communicate with team members, but also communicate with mentors. Moving on, to talk to mentors, you have 2 options. Option number 1, you have a button on your team profile called Call in for help. You can use that in case your team needs to discuss idea or just needs some extra help. But also you can use Tech Mentor on our Discord. When you're using Tech Mentor, please make sure to describe your issue before and then Tech Mentor, so then all the mentors can go through this and the right person can answer your question. Let's move on. But also we have an update that I have to introduce to you. We have AI bot on our event dashboard with whom you can chat and ask any hackathon related questions, but also this bot may ask you some questions regarding yourself. So it will help you to fill out your profile properly, have a nice chat with the bot, and to activate this, you have a classic and AI mode on your event dashboard. Make sure to turn on AI mode and have a fun with our bot. And then on Discord, to have a brief navigation on Discord, you have various of channels. There are for education, fun, chatting, help from mentors. But for this hackathon specifically, you have a 3D AI Models Hackathon channel, and there you're looking for team thread. So these channels you will be mainly using for communication with mentors or hackathon participants to get relevant help from them, basically for specific hackathon. But also you have some general channels like support. It's I need help, frequently asked questions, and programming questions. You may use this to get some answers, but also you may check what people was writing there. So maybe already relevant answers are there. Let's move on. And we have a judging criteria. When it comes to judging criteria, we have 4 that we will be mainly using to evaluate your project. When it comes to judges for this hackathon will be representatives from mentors team, from lablab management team, and also from trusted judges from big AI companies and technology providers. The list of judges you may find on our event page. So there is 4 main judging criteria we'll be using to rate your project. First is application of technology. How well you use the technology, and did you basically use the technology we are listed in the event page and we require from you for this hackathon that might impact on the score. After that, we have business value. How actually market ready is the solution? Do you have an idea? How will you launch it, and who will be your customers, and what will be the revenue model, all inside of the business value. Then the presentation, how well you presented it, and did you cover all the aspects that is necessary for us to know in the presentation and page that will be counted in this point. And originality, of course, how original is your solution, how unique is this, and how well it actually, the idea was created over the hackathon. Let's move on, and now we are on the prizes section, the most exciting one. Well, the app that will win the first spot in this hackathon will automatically get spot in our Slingshot AI startup accelerator. Having spot there will allow you to access mentors and credits from big tech providers, and also support your own manager that will help you to launch your app into the market. In case you are not the hackathon winner, it will be just really challenging for now to get into the program, so you need to go through all the application process. But winning this hackathon, it actually gives you this fast track to join the accelerator, so you will be able to already work on your solution after the hackathon and launch it. So strongly recommend to discover this accelerator and thinking about getting there, because we are really looking for people that are ready, not just having a great hackathon experience, but build their real existing startup business out of the project of the hackathon, from the hackathon. So check it out, and we will be really happy to have you in the accelerator. And also for project that will be in a top, we are offering promotion from our side. So we'll be making our best to promote your solution. And also winning project will get some promotional materials from our side, like videos that you can use for your proposals, and also blog posts where we will be promoting the winners of the hackathon. And well, when it comes to the presentation itself, there is a few tips we want to give to you for your basically project submission and presentation. Here we go. So when it comes to what you have submit, I already listed it above, just we'll go through it quickly. So that should be project demo, product demo, then presentation, product description, and demo and GitHub link that should be included in the in your submission section to check what exactly you have to submit. Go to your team page and click to the submit project button. There you will see all the things you have to submit about your project when you're making the submission. And then when it comes to the video itself, we strongly recommend you to make it no longer than 5 minutes, so it will be way easier for us to evaluate. Because imagine that we have usually a lot of projects out of the hackathon, and that will allow us to make this project submission process, project evaluation process way faster. But also 5 minutes is a basic duration of the pitch, of the product pitch, so you can afterwards use this video for investor speech if you would need that and if you would make an investor reach out. And let's move on, and we have final slides saying to you that if you need any extra help, please make sure to go to the Discord channel I just mentioned, which is 3D Models Hack channel, and also I need help channel for any other requests. And make sure to use tag mentor describing your issue, and we'll be more than happy to help you. We have a big mentors team that are ready to jump on your issue and help you to solve this. Well, now I should say to you, good luck and have fun over the hackathon. That should be a great time, and please make sure to have fun over the hackathon time and just enjoy your participation, interact with people, and yeah, just in the end come up with really great solution that can be potentially used as a product, not just a hackathon idea. So good luck here. We are ready to help you on Discord, and have a happy hacking.